Okay, we're going to continue reading Odyssey 1, and we were up to about here, line about 44, I think. And remember, in the story so far, Zeus has been complaining that mortals find fault with them for causing troubles, when in fact it's mortals themselves who are responsible for it. And he tells the story of Odysseus as an example. And then he's talking to all the gods, but now his daughter Athena, she now replies to him. So then Epata, Athena, the goddess, who is Glaucopis, owl-eyed is generally translated nowadays. Older translations said grey-eyed, but generally I think people take this as owl-eyed. The owl-eyed goddess Athena then replied to him. This is from Amabamai, which basically has the idea of interchanging, of swapping back and forth. And so the idea is that someone says something else, and each takes it in their turn to speak. And so this is the idea of the verb here, but as translated generally as just replied. You could say replied in turn to him. O Father, Ametere, our Father, son of Kronos, Hupati Creonton, the highest of all those who rule. Kai lian kenos ge oikti ketai olethro. The lian means very much, but probably you should take that together carefully with the kai and take it as something like surely. So surely that man, that's referring back to Aegisthus, so that man in fact lies in ekoti olethro, in something like fitting destruction, well-deserved destruction. Eoika is to be like or to resemble. So appropriate, well-deserved, fitting destruction. And then hose, possibly with an accent here, which is, scholars debate whether there should be an accent there on this. I just translate this as thus. And we have a wish within the optatives, two optative forms here. This is from apolumi, to perish. So thus may perish also anyone else, hotis for hostis. Hotis for hostis. So this is the word, this is another shortened form of hostis. They left out the sigma, so you get a short vowel there. So thus may perish also another one, whoever indeed might do, this is from the verb resdo, to do, might do toi out as such things. So she is sort of flattering her father. You are our father, son of Kronos, highest of all those who rule, and I totally agree with what you're saying. May he perish, and anyone else who does such terrible things. And then suddenly she changes the subject very cleverly here to Odysseus. But the etor, the heart, moi for me, diatai is divided in regard to diaphrony, either something like skilled or wise Odysseus. And then enchantment again on the next line, agreeing with Odysseus, is dus moro, ill-fated. The ill-fated one, who indeed for a long time. Now the apo, notice the accent here, and that means it's post-positive, so that's referring back to Pylon there. Away from his friends, Pasque suffers pain, suffers misery. So who, in fact, away from his friends, suffers woes, in the island which is Amphiroute, something like sea-girt. It's got the idea of water flowing around it, from that verb of flowing. Hothi, te, the te really is generalizing here, or It's not really an and, it's really explaining a little bit more about this island, which is the omphalos thalasses, the navel of the sea, which is a unique expression to describe an island as a navel of the sea is unique in Homer. One often hears of Delphi referred to as the navel of the earth, but here we have an island which is the navel of the sea. And it's an island which is dendrēessa, which is woody. Now the N is a preverb going with naiē. It's not taking a dative because we have accusative plural here. So the goddess dwells in houses. We might say inhabits might be better. So the god inhabits a house or houses. Greek often will use the plural for the singular. And the goddess, who is the Thugate, the daughter of Olophoros, this is connected with destruction and the frame of heart or mind. So it's whose mind is bent on destruction, so perhaps malevolent. Atlas, who knows Benthia, the depths of all the sea. And also he himself holds, for Eke, the Kionas. Now this is from Kion is the noun from this one. This is accusative plural third declension. So he himself holds the pillars, the great pillars, which, referring back to Kion, it's feminine, which hold apart, amphis, the earth and the heaven. So of course this is Atlas who holds on his shoulders heaven, separates off earth and heaven. Of that man, of him, this is Atlas, so we would say his daughter, the daughter of him, his daughter detains, this is kata plus eruko, detains, understand Odysseus, Dustanos, that wretched man, that poor man, who is lamenting, oduromenon. And again we get this pun on the name Odysseus and oduromen. So he detains the poor wretch who is weeping. Now the main verb is down here, thelge, ia, and she continually soothes him, malakoisi kai haimulioisi logoisi, with soft and something words. This word here we don't know the etymology of. It's a very rare, obscure word. It means something like wily or persuasive, persistent words. By the way, this is the word logos, which is very common in Greek. It's not very common in Homer. It's one of the rare occurrences of it. Anyway, she continually soothes him, understood, with soft and persuasive words. Hopos, here plus a future middle, which again is quite rare. You'd expect to get some sort of subjunctive. And this verb is from epilanthanomai. So that he might, it takes a genitive, so that he might forget Ithaca. But Odysseus, hiemenos, we've seen that word before, desiring, kai here is even, desiring even, noesai, to spy or to catch sight of, kapnon, the smoke, apothrosko is to leap up. So the smoke which is leaping up, hes gaies, from his fatherland, or from his own land, from his own country. Personal adjective again. The main verb is here, so Odysseus, desiring even to see the smoke rising up from his land, he desires thanein. The extra epsilon there is for the meter. This is an aorist infinitive from thanesco. He desires to die. Now we get ude nu. We get this nu repeated several times here, which is, nu is a shortened form of nun, so it's sort of then, or it's slightly hard to translate. Nor then, pair at all, or something like that. for the pair there, you can translate it in various ways. Sort of even so. And there's the subject, philon etor. So this is your heart. Philos we often translate as dear, but its original meaning is one's own, something that belongs to you. Well, of course, something that belongs to you is dear to you. So nor does your dear heart for you at all, or even so, does it entrepeti. Literally, is it turned, is it moved? So something like, but then as for you, your own heart is not moved at all, O Olympian. Now this is coming from a question here, so be careful. We've got oo plus a question. Did not then Odysseus, beside the ships of the Argives, charistato, this is to do you a favour. So did he not do you a favour? Resdone hiera. Now there's that resdo root again, that verb we saw before, to do. It's often used in the sense of to do, literally to do holy things, that is to make a sacrifice. It's often used for actions connected with the gods or something divine. So did he not do sacrifices in broad Troy? And why? We get another pun here on the name Odysseus. This is from Oduno. Why are you so angry? And the so is the tosson. Why then are you angry, tosson, to such an extent, hoy with him, O Zeus? And the answer to that will be in the next video.